Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I got mine. So listen, yesterday was an eventful day. Did y'all see my short? Oh my God, the humanity. Where is the humanity? Anyway, listen, I went to my P.O. box yesterday after I left the pantry, the big central pantry, and look what was in here. This is so cool. Look, these are tic-tac-toe games. Tic-tac-check, rather. And someone mentioned that these would be good for the pantry. And when I looked for them, I couldn't find them. But they did. But no wonder they found them, because they got them from Etsy. And let's see what it says. I hope the kids enjoy this game. An extra in case you and Mr. Woke might enjoy it as well. For the kids, thumbs up, T. And I believe the T is T. Taylor, who sent these, and because the full name is not on here. But listen, this is so dope. And I am so tempted to keep one of these games. I am, for myself, because we have this, I have this big beach bag that I keep in the back of my SUV, along with, pillows and a blanket and everything, so that when my husband and I go to the water, we have like the Connect 4 game in there. We have Scrabble, which is my absolute fave. And I said, I'm gonna put one of these down in there so we'll have something new to play. But these are so dope. I can't see myself taking this away from one of the kids. So I'm gonna put them both in there. Thank you so much, girl. And then I got this wonderful donation from Eric Ogletree. I love the stamp. It's Ruth Bader Ginsburg, y'all. And did I put your... Oh, it's a P.O. box, so never fear, even if I did. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And it was a donation. Eric didn't say what he wanted to use the donation for. So I'll just put it towards the library pantry, if that's okay, because that's where I need to put it. And then there was also this book in there on mathematical theory, but I don't think this is about math. I skimmed the book a little bit, and I'm going to skim it more because I want to just make sure that this is something that, is pantry friendly. It's giving some very European vibes. So I just want to, not that I won't put books in there written by white folks, but I just want to make sure that, we are catering to black mans over here. So I'm going to be going through that because, admittedly, I know nothing about this author. I know nothing about this book, which is why I'm going to educate myself. Okay, so never fear. Anyway, listen, I want to say thank you also to Keith and to Vera. Vera and Keith, thank you so much. Keith, I love you, in case I ain't said it lately. And Vera, I love you too. I do. Thank you so much. Y'all do a lot, to keep things going over here. Y'all really, really do. Listen, lately, like I said, I did a video a couple of days ago that got a lot of attention. I don't know what I said in that video that got so much attention, but I have a lot of new followers. And yesterday I tried to let a lot of you all know, what I go for over here and what I don't go for over here. And let me go a little bit further into detail, if I may. Thank you, Troy. Let me go a little bit further into detail about that. If what you're looking for is a Hotep princess, a Hotep queen, that definitely ain't me. Let me spill some truth, speak some truth, and shake some people up and get some people gone. That's not me. I am not a Hotep. I don't even subscribe to any of your values. I think that Hoteps are very weird people. I think that you all are very confused people. I think that you all think that you are pro-black, but I don't think that you all are very pro-black. Sometimes when I do a video and when I put black in the title, it will attract people like y'all. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead on and double down right here, right now. I can't stand y'all. Y'all are so weird to me because let me tell you, the only thing that I ever see y'all do is attack other black people. That's the only thing I ever see. I never see you all doing anything productive, like ever. All of you all hoteps always in the comments saying things like, we're not black people, we are the Jews, grand rising, grand closing. Nobody wants to hear that shit. At least nobody over here. I don't care about it. I don't. Let me tell you, if you don't like the fact that black people call ourselves black, it's an easy remedy for that. All you have to do is exercise a bit of emotional intelligence, not even a lot, just like about this much, and leave our channels. That's all you got to do, because I'm black. That's how I identify, and nobody is going to tell me how to identify. I have agency over myself. You're not going to come in my comments and tell us how to identify. If you want to identify as a black Jew, if you want to identify as a Jew, or you want to identify as whatever it is you want to identify as, go ahead. That is, everybody in the world has that right. But what you don't have the right to do is to tell others how to identify. Nobody has that right. Everybody has self-agency. Y'all is weird. And you know something else? For as much as y'all do that and track down and hunt down other black people so that you can be so critical, the same as white people, the way that they do it, I don't see anything that y'all are doing in y'all communities to make them better. As many of y'all as there are. I don't see your pre-Ks, your daycares. I don't see your community endeavors. I don't see where you are building up your community, cleaning up your communities. I don't see where your mentoring programs. I don't see where you're teaching black folks how to grow food, how to hunt for food, how to put food on the table. I don't see your lessons on financial literacy for black people. I don't see y'all doing shit for black people. Not fucking nothing. Except reading weird books like 48 Laws or whatever that is. I get it. But don't let the head wrap in the captain fool you. I'm not your Hotep goddess, your Hotep princess, your Hotep queen. Whatever I said, whatever I did to make you think that I am that person for you, please leave immediately. I am not that person for you. I don't even like y'all. Real talk. I don't even like y'all. Y'all don't do nothing for black people. Absolutely the fuck nothing for your communities. Except criticize other black people who are trying our best. That's all y'all got. Literally smoke for us, but none for the white people in the white community and white races that got their foots on the necks of the members of your community. All you do is pile on the harassment. Literally, that's all the fuck y'all do. Get off my platform. I hope they got rid of a few of y'all. Anyway, listen, let me tell you what I want to actually talk about today. What I actually want to talk about today, I was thinking about something while I was out in my garden. And I thought about how, pervasive white supremacy is and how it tampers with the heads of black people. Like I said, I had that experience yesterday at the food pantry, and I just had to go home because I wasn't trying to go to jail. And I think about the way, some black people treat other black people. And then I think about how some of us operate within our own communities and how almost everything that is wrong in the black community is rooted in white supremacy, particularly the way we think and feel about each other. And that translates to how we treat each other. When I was a little girl growing up, I had these two cousins. I won't use their real names. I'll just use their family nicknames. One was named Shine and one was named White Boy. And we called White Boy, they were brothers. And one was very, very light-skinned with sandy blonde hair and gray eyes. And the other one was very, very dark-skinned. And I remember as kids, whenever we would get mad at Shine, we would call him, Shine, that was literally his nickname, Shine and White Boy. And they hated those names. And we never knew it until they were adults and learned how to advocate for themselves, because in our family, nicknames stick. my family nickname still sticks, and I've been estranged for years. And I will not be telling you what it is either. But anyway, but if anybody in my family referred to me, they know exactly who you're talking about. Referred to me by that name, they know exactly who you were talking about. But anyway, it just goes to show how pervasive colorism is in our community. And colorism, make no mistake about it, is a byproduct of white supremacy. And we used to call, whenever we would get mad at them, we would call one a black this or a black that, and we would call the other a white this or a white that. Both meant to be insulting. And that was colorism. In the black community, we are taught that the lighter the skin is, whether we want to admit that or not, the better, more desirable the person is. And that's why you will see like very dark-skinned people with very light-skinned people, because they deliberately choose those partners so that they can create lighter-skinned children as well. But also too because the model black woman back in my day, was a light-skinned, long-haired black woman. That was the model black woman. And that was what you would see in TV and movies. If you are too young to remember, there was this movie that Spike Lee did called School Days. And it tackled colorism. And on one hand, you had this group called the wannabes. And that was short for wanna be white. Or wanna be better than me. Because you're light. And on the other hand, you had the jigaboos. Because that's what dark-skinned, kinky-haired black women were referred to as jigaboos. And nobody wanted a jigaboo because she was so dark. And what is considered to be dark is considered to be ugly and undesirable. And black people were taught that. And I don't know if you're going to tell yourself the truth about how you feel about black or darker skin enough to hear what I'm saying. But let me tell you, if you're going to deconstruct from your internalized racism, and all foundational black Americans have internalized racism, we do. That is just the truth. You cannot live in a nation, in an America, in a country this racist and not have some of those ideologies and beliefs inside of your system. And that's why so many black people suffer from colorism. The lighter, the whiter, the better. But let's peel back a layer of that. If you feel that light-skinned is more preferable, more desirable than darker, blacker skin, there is no way in the world you do not think on some level, even on the highest of levels, even, that white people are not superior to black people. You 100% believe that. If you feel like light-skinned is more desirable. Whether that light skin comes in the form of a black woman, a Latino woman, an Asian woman, or man, all the way up to whiteness in and of itself. If you are going to deconstruct from your internalized racism, start there. Start with your colorism, because it is very problematic thinking within our community, and it's something that we as black people have to deconstruct from. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not me saying because all shades of black is beautiful. This is not me saying that one shade is more desirable over another. Quite the opposite. If your partner is light, just happens to be light-skinned, then they're light-skinned. But if you chose your partner, if you chose your partner because your partner was light-skinned, if that is what initially attracted you to your partner, you have work to do. Deconstructive work that you need to do. Because if you do not start there, in your mind, you are always going to think that white people are better than black people. And you will always, always be manipulated by whiteness. And that will make you problematic to your community. It will make you a problematic parent. It will make you a problematic grandparent. It will make you a problematic auntie. It will make you a problematic uncle. It will make you a problematic black person. We have to deconstruct from our internalized racism. Hell, it'll make you a problematic boss. You will continue to favor light white skin over brown dark skin. And that's weird. That is all that I have. If you would like to help out the library pantry, we would certainly appreciate it, as we need it. If you would like to help out with the Great Escape, I thank you so much for that. If you would like to just donate to the platform, thank you for that as well. You have a wonderful day. Be righteous. Do something nice for another black person. Be the solution, not the problem. If you can help fix something going wrong in a black person's day, fix it. Just be the answer. That's community.